The infamous scene that was cut from Goodfellas. Ray Liotta was born Raymond Allen Liotta on December 18, 1954, in Newark, New Jersey, was a dynamic American actor known for his versatility and intensity in film and television roles. Adopted at 6 months old by Alfred and Mary Liotta, he grew up in a working-class Italian-American family. Despite initially having little interest in pursuing a career in acting, Liotta discovered his passion while attending the University of Miami, where he studied drama. This laid the foundation for his future in the entertainment industry, where he would go on to deliver some of the most memorable performances in modern cinema. Ray Liotta's rise to stardom came with his breakthrough role as Henry Hill in Martin Scorsese's iconic 1990 crime drama Goodfellas. In this role, he brought a unique blend of charisma, vulnerability, and intensity to the screen, making his portrayal of the real-life gangster unforgettable. His performance captivated audiences and critics alike, cementing his status as a top-tier actor. Liotta's ability to convey the complexity of his character, charming and ruthless, yet troubled by the moral consequences of his choices, made Goodfellas one of the greatest films of all time. Liotta's subtle yet commanding presence was pivotal in making the film a timeless classic, and his work in it continues to be celebrated as one of the most defining performances of his career. While Goodfellas is often considered Liotta's most iconic role, his versatility as an actor allowed him to thrive in a wide array of genres, including thrillers, dramas, comedies, and even family films. He had an innate ability to transition between playing intense, tough guy roles and more vulnerable, emotionally complex characters. His portrayal of shoeless Joe Jackson in the 1989 film Field of Dreams showcased a softer side of Liotta, as he brought a sense of mystery and nostalgia to the beloved baseball drama. He also displayed his comedic chops in films like Operation Dumbo Drop, 1995, and the ensemble comedy Wild Hogs, 2007, proving that he was not confined to any one genre. Throughout his career, Liotta took on a wide range of characters, from police officers and detectives in movies like Narc, 2002, and Cop Land, 1997, to more morally ambiguous figures in films like Blow, 2001, where he played the father of a drug smuggler. His ability to fully immerse himself in such diverse roles made him one of the most respected and versatile actors of his generation. Liotta's dedication to his craft was evident in every performance, regardless of the role's size or the film's budget. In addition to his film career, Ray Liotta made notable contributions to television. He starred in the critically acclaimed miniseries The Rat Pack, 1998, in which he portrayed the legendary Frank Sinatra. His portrayal was praised for capturing Sinatra's charisma and complexity, earning him a Screen Actors Guild Award nomination. Liotta also won a Primetime Emmy Award for his guest appearance on the popular medical drama in 2005. His work on television demonstrated that his talent could shine on both the big and small screens, and his presence added gravitas to any project he was involved in. One of the most iconic films in the history of American cinema, Goodfellas, 1990, directed by Martin Scorsese, is celebrated for its gritty portrayal of life in the mafia and the extraordinary performances from its ensemble cast, including Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro, and Joe Pesci. However, what many fans of the film might not know is that there was an infamous scene, involving Ray Liotta's character Henry Hill, that was ultimately cut from the final version of the movie. This lost moment has become the subject of much speculation, with both film enthusiasts and scholars of Scorsese's work wondering how it could have altered the film's narrative and thematic arc. According to reports, the scene in question was meant to delve even deeper into Henry Hill's psyche and the inner workings of the mob world. While Goodfellas is based on the true story of Hill's rise and fall within the mafia, the omitted scene would have added a layer of moral conflict and personal introspection for the character. In this scene, Henry is caught in a moment of self-reflection after a particularly brutal event, questioning the life he's led and the choices he's made up until that point. The scene was supposed to occur right after Henry's involvement in the infamous Lufthansa heist, one of the most pivotal moments in both the real-life story and the film. In the scene, Henry is depicted sitting alone in a bar after one of his violent jobs, nursing a drink and staring at his reflection in the glass. The bar is dimly lit, and the weight of his actions seems to press down on him. This moment of vulnerability would have provided rare insight into Henry's internal turmoil. In the film that audiences saw, Henry's emotional disintegration is portrayed largely through his increasing drug use and paranoia. However, this deleted scene would have slowed the pace to focus on a more contemplative side of Henry, illustrating his gradual detachment from the mafia world he had so deeply embedded himself in. Martin Scorsese is renowned for his meticulous attention to detail and his ability to maintain a film's momentum, and it was likely this latter concern that led to the scene's exclusion. Goodfellas moves at a breakneck pace, mirroring the adrenaline-fueled lifestyle of its characters, particularly Henry Hill. The decision to cut this particular scene, despite its potential depth, was probably made to keep the narrative propulsion that makes Goodfellas so gripping. Additionally, Scorsese might have felt that the scene's somber tone would disrupt the flow of the film. Goodfellas is not a film that wallows in remorse or redemption. It is about the thrill and the chaos of life in organized crime. By cutting the scene, Scorsese preserved the film's overarching tone, a story of excess, indulgence, and the high-energy collapse of its protagonist. Yet, for those familiar with Scorsese's body of work, the decision to exclude a scene of introspection is surprising, considering how frequently his films delve into the moral and emotional conflicts of their characters. Ray Liotta's portrayal of Henry Hill is widely regarded as one of his career-defining roles, and the inclusion of this scene could have offered Liotta an even greater opportunity to showcase his range as an actor. Throughout the film, Liotta masterfully transitions from the eager, ambitious young man enamored with the mob's allure to a paranoid, drug-addled wreck whose life has spiraled out of control. In the deleted scene, Liotta would have portrayed a rare moment of self-awareness for Hill, one that hinted at the toll his lifestyle was taking on his soul. The actor himself has commented in interviews that this particular moment would have allowed audiences to see another layer to his character, one that was less focused on action and more on the psychological weight of his decisions. Liotta's subtle ability to convey complex emotions, even in quiet moments, is what made his performance in Goodfellas so memorable. In the scene, it is believed that Liotta would have employed his signature understated style, fidgeting with a drink, eyes shifting as if battling his inner demons, portraying the internal struggle of a man who knows he is in too deep but doesn't know how to escape. The tension between Liotta's hardened exterior and the glimpses of vulnerability beneath it could have made this scene one of the most powerful in the film. The mystery surrounding this cut scene has only added to Goodfellas' enduring legacy. Over the years, snippets of information about its existence have trickled out, sparking discussions among cinephiles and sparking debates on how its inclusion might have changed the film. Would the audience have sympathized more with Henry Hill if they had seen this moment of reflection? Would it have made the character's eventual downfall more tragic? Or would it have disrupted the film's relentless pacing, robbing the audience of the immersive experience Scorsese so carefully crafted? Some fans believe the scene could have given Henry's character more depth, turning him from a passive participant in the mafia's world into someone more self-aware. This moment of reflection could have marked a turning point in the narrative, giving audiences a clearer understanding of Henry's eventual betrayal of his friends and his decision to enter witness protection. Others, however, argue that the omission was for the best. Goodfellas thrives on its high-octane energy, and slowing it down for too long might have undermined the very elements that make the film so engaging. Had the scene been included, it may have shifted how mafia movies handle character development and moral complexity. The mafia genre is often focused on the excitement and allure of crime, but rarely on the emotional and psychological consequences for those involved. By cutting the scene, Goodfellas maintained its status as a film that highlights the rise and fall of its characters through external actions rather than internal struggles. However, this lost scene could have set a new standard for exploring the emotional toll of mob life in a more intimate and raw manner. Despite his fame, Liotta was known for keeping his personal life relatively private. He married actress Michelle Grace in 1997, with whom he had a daughter, Carson Liotta, born in 1998. Although the couple divorced in 2004, they remained amicable, and Liotta was deeply devoted to his daughter. Carson has followed in her father's footsteps, pursuing a career in acting. Throughout his life, Ray Liotta was described by friends and colleagues as a dedicated family man, and he often spoke of the joy and pride he felt in raising his daughter. In interviews, Liotta also discussed his adoption and how it influenced his life. He learned of his biological background later in life, discovering that he was of Scottish descent, though he always identified strongly with the Italian-American culture in which he was raised. Liotta remained close to his adoptive family throughout his life, crediting them with providing him with the stability and support that allowed him to succeed in his career. In the later stages of his career, Ray Liotta experienced a resurgence, with his talents continuing to be in high demand. He appeared in critically acclaimed films such as Killing Them Softly, 2012, and The Place Beyond the Pines, 2012, where his performances were once again praised for their depth and complexity. Liotta's ability to bring an edge and intensity to his roles remained a defining feature of his work. He also took on projects that allowed him to explore new avenues, including voice work for video games and animated films. His voice acting in the video game Grand Theft Auto: Vice City, 2002, where he played the main character Tommy Vercetti, became iconic in the gaming world, demonstrating his ability to reach new audiences and mediums. His resurgence also extended to television, where he appeared in shows such as Shades of Blue, 2016 to 2018, starring alongside Jennifer Lopez. His role as corrupt cop Lieutenant Matt Wozniak was another testament to his versatility and talent, earning him further critical acclaim. This show gave him a significant platform in the world of television drama, showcasing his ability to tackle complex, morally ambiguous characters even later in his career. Ray Liotta passed away unexpectedly on May 26, 2022, at the age of 67, while working on a film project in the Dominican Republic. His death sent shockwaves through Hollywood and his global fanbase, as many remembered him as one of the most talented and dedicated actors of his generation. Tributes poured in from all corners of the entertainment industry, with colleagues and fans alike expressing their admiration for his immense talent and his contribution to film and television. Liotta's death marked the end of an era for many who had grown up watching his work and appreciated his skill in bringing unforgettable characters to life.